You're listening to Independent TV 7. Kindly click on the like button and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Independent TV 7. Also, don't forget to click the bell icon to get more notification. Thanks for watching.
AGF Malami speaks on Nnamdi KANU. Sunday Igboho reviews federal government's position on political solution. The federal government has not ruled out the possibility of using political solution to address the crisis arising from the separatist agitation of Nnamdi KANU and Sunday Igboho. AGF Abubakar Malami said this, noting, however, that such consideration was not yet on the table. Meanwhile, Southeast governors have said they would meet with the federal government with the purpose of exploring political solution to address Kanu's issue. FCT Abuja. Abubakar Malami San, the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, has said the federal government may consider all kinds of solutions, including political ones, in order to resolve the crisis surrounding separatist agitations in Nigeria. The Punch reports that Malami gave the indication on Wednesday, November 10th, in an interview with journalists in Abuja on the pardon granted to Boko Haram insurgents while leader of other separatist movements are facing persecution. Asked whether the federal government was not disposed to a political solution to the separatist agitation of the leader of indigenous people of Biafra IPOB, Nnamdi KANU, and Yoruba nationalist Chief Sunday Adeyemo, also known as Sunday Igboho. Malami said although such consideration was not yet on the table, the government would not mind taking a shot at it. He said, as far as the security situation is concerned, and as far as governance and this administration is concerned, you cannot rule out all possibilities. But then, there has to be an approach for governments to consider. The minister, however, stated that he cannot be preemptive at this stage by stating clearly that reconciliation was being considered without an approach being made. The Nation also reported. He continued, we will look into its approach for the purpose of looking at its weight, the authenticity of it, the good faith associated with it, and then bring out the consideration factors relating to the negotiations or otherwise. So it is not a conclusion that one can outrightly make without just without depositing associated fact relating to the reconciliation. There has to be an approach and then a counter consideration. Meanwhile, governors from the southeast are planning to meet with the federal government to deliberate on the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB, KANU. The governor of Ebonyi State and chairman of the forum, David Umahi, made the announcement on Thursday, November 4th. In a press release, Umahi noted that the meeting will ensure that political solutions are deployed in the case of the IPOB leader. Wow! So it is now that the federal government, or should I rather say, that the southeast governors are just waking up from their slumber. It is now that they know that they are supposed to stand by their son. This whole story is really getting more and more interesting on a daily basis, and facts are being tabled. Like what Malami said, that they will put all consideration on the table. So I don't really understand what he really means by saying that since they granted pardon to Boko Haram insurgents, why wouldn't they at least try to pardon or bring the report on the case of the secessionist separatists, which is something I seriously do not understand. Malami, on the other hand, is the same person who said that all the people that have been busy plotting to divide Nigeria are all terrorists. That's all the people who are just kidnapping people, doing their own businesses are not to be considered terrorists or whatever. So now I seriously do not understand what he's trying to drive at. Or is it that he's already given up, knowing fully well going to lose this case with a green card? That's what I know, because Malami himself knows that he is not going to go scot-free when it comes to the case of Nnamdi KANU and Sunday Igboho, because all fingers are pointing at him and everyone knows that he is the mastermind behind everything happening. Should I say everything? No. Let me say every wrong thing happening in Nigeria. Malami is the mastermind behind everything. Even if the presidency are playing ignorance, claiming not to know what is happening, it doesn't change the fact that they are all birds of same feathers flocking together. Well, in the comment section, someone say this statement is untrue. They are only playing for time. Exactly. The region wants autonomy to use their resource to develop their religion. That is the definition of being called federation, and it is the only political solution available to Nigeria. Someone say you're right. Let's practice fiscal federalism and all this agitation will stop. Fulani terrorists, don't worry yourself. We will get to you soon. And I laugh to that and I do what? I cockle to it. Because we all know that the situation of Nigeria right now, if we are going to be fair, and we are going to be sincere with ourselves, let's call a spade and hit the nail on the head and just say that separating this country would be the best solution for everybody right now, because we all know that the Fulanis Janjaweed are only playing to the gallery and just trying to make Nigerians feel that we are all one. But we all know that in reality that is not true. They know very well what they are doing, or else why would they be making so other region feel so inferior and insecure in their own country if we are indeed one? Just like what Malami is doing. Just imagine what someone has said, that how can Boko Harams be pardoned? How can they be living freely and be called repented bandits? Why ordinary separatists, people who are agitating for the freedom of their people, are being called terrorists? Then what are we going to say to that? Are we going to sit down and fold our hands and pretend as if everything is in Nigeria? No, no, no. There is no way we are going to do that. Mr. Malami, free Biafra, we can't be one again at all. That is what someone is saying in the comment section, but we all know that Malami will not let that happen. Malami already knows all the sins and atrocities he has committed against Nigerian of a whole. That is why he's so scared of making the pronouncement or trying to go against those that are not in support of breaking up Nigeria. So he's trying everything possible within his power to make sure that we remain the way we are, so that he can continue perpetrating all his evil activities on a daily basis, forgetting that every day for the thief but one day for the owner. Malami will definitely pay for every sin he's been committing against innocent Nigerians, because we all know that Malami is the evil-minded person in the Aso Rock, who is making things impossible for so many Nigerians, playing as if he does not know what is happening, but he knows. Whenever he's on interview, he will be closing his eyes like someone who is sleeping, knowing fully well that he knows that he has destroyed the country completely. Well, you can go to the comment section and share your take on this article. Thanks for listening.